What's going on? Sorry for the inconvenience. I had to get this technical difficulty done and everything. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. And this is the Underrated Boxing Talk number 49. And we're going to get this going after this intro. After this intro, we're going to get it going. We're going to Clarence McLean, of Facebook McLean Sports, and also on Instagram, McLean Production. So we're going to get that going, all right? So we're going to play this countdown and be ready to go. Be back.
Sometimes people don't know how much hard work you put in. But when it comes time to battle, you must think about each and every day that you put that hard work in.
Why don't you play anymore?
Brian Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
Got myself mute. Welcome. This is my channel is the Underrated Dark. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kids streaks on YouTube. We got the one and only, the regular family brother Clarence McLean. I'm gonna bring the brother in.
Yo.
Brother in, yo, exactly. Doug, I want you to introduce yourself. Then we're gonna get into it. I've already invited some people on the channel. I hope they come. If not, we're gonna keep this going. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, family? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Clarence McLean, the owner of McLean's Promotion / No Dub Zone Podcast. What's up with y'all? Happy Sunday.
No doubt. We're also gonna talk about other fights that's going to happen. So we're gonna bring our assessment in. Hope we're gonna get some more people. I invite some people to the panel. I hope they come. If not, like I said, it's still gonna continue. This is Bullcrap. What's good? This is the Underrated Boxing Talk number 49. Number 50 is nearby you. All right, let's get to the fight, brother. Let's talk about it. Go ahead, brother. I feel it.
Well, I didn't get to catch when it first started, the Edgar Molina fight. I believe that's what I caught, but I caught the Edgar Molina fight when it was towards the end. Matter of fact, right after he got knocked down. Is when I caught it, and I was like, "Ooh, he's getting close to getting some he's getting close to the competition." If you remember Edgar's last fight, I forgot the young gentleman. I'm actually Facebook friends with him. That's what's so crazy. I believe he's out of Baltimore or DC. That fight was even tough for him, for Edgar. But he ended up winning that. And then this one, I didn't know much about his opponent. I didn't do my homework on him. I didn't know nothing about him. He put it on him. But then at some point, He just got caught with that one shot that put him down, and Edgar was a little disappointed in it. It was from what I seen though, it was an okay fight.
Mm-hmm.
The J Rock Williams, I missed that because like I said, I caught the pay-per-view just at 9 o'clock. But other than that, all the rest of the bouts, they were great. Oh, shout out to Bruce Carrington, who he won his Shushu, who won his first professional fight. Young kid out of Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Congratulations, Shushu, on that. He did a marvelous job. Um, let's see the heavyweight fight, between the Cuban dude and the African dude, man. That was. I wanted it to be a little better, but it was actually good. It was it was the battle of the undefeateds, and of course I'm not going to say it turned out the way I thought it was going to turn out, but it ended up to be pretty. It ended up to be pretty good. All the bouts I know were good. They were good, just from the first time I heard who was going to be fighting. But the Wild and Fury, brother. I just got off of IG talking about it, and then I talked about it on McClay's promotion. We're not going to make any excuses, but I just don't know what was up with Wilder yesterday. People say he looked drained, he looked weak, he looked just as bad as he did in the second fight, but it seemed for this fight, he just lasted a little longer than what he did. I don't know, man. I'm not going to blame Malik Scott. We're not going to blame we can't blame no loaded gloves. We can't blame the water. The only thing we could just say is, hey, Tyson just proved he was the better man. And I'm not too sure if I want to see Wilder come back. And if I see Wilder come back, he's going to have to take a light touch. I can't see him coming back and just jumping back into the fire. He might have to take a tune-up, but honestly, if I was him, after those, beatings, the second fight, and now this one, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea.
And I've been kind of busy with everything going on, and my end, we had a bunch of nonsense too. But anyway, hope you're well. I'm just calling you to see how you're doing. Of course, I left a message on the other phone, that we had, the number I had, but I had this one. Hopefully, this is it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So yeah.
I'm good now. Good.
I never want to see him or any fighter, but I never want to see another fighter take a beating the way he did. And when he got knocked out, let's just be honest, none of us saw that coming. None of us. Just like we didn't see the stoppage. I wouldn't have thought about that. I wouldn't have thought of seeing him being knocked out like that. And he clearly got caught with a good shot. But he shows signs of being tired. He shows signs of being drained. I credit him for trying to hang in there and making it to the 11th round. But I think even if he would have made it to the 12th round, he still would have lost just due to the scorecards. Even if he would have made it all the way to the 12th, he lost it. He lost it anyway.
Yeah. So, but my feeling is just that St. Cruz, I ain't see you in a while, family. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Yeah. Now he said now it was 238 pounds. That hurts his stamina. Props to Furby, providing he was the better fighter. The song Joe said hang in, but it was a lazy hard punch made him sleep in that fight. But I think that Wilder had fought wrong. I think he fought the wrong way. He should never let Fury lean on him and like that. I think that they let me tell you that I was talking to Clarence like a little hour ago, and brother Clarence, you can vouch for that. I felt that instead of lifting weights and do exercise, I think he should have hired nutrition, and he didn't. Plus, he should have hired a strengthening coach. I think those two would have helped him a lot. would have dealt with it and everything. And I really believe if he would have took that, who knows, probably would have been different. But by him it's not, and also he should have took up Blu-ray too. I think those three components he should have done that.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I was just saying in my head Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think it should go. TS Boxing, if you want to get on, let me know, bro. So to see that's the thing that this stuff is not like back in 80, 90 years, 60, like I said 60. I said about 70 years ago, they didn't have stuff like that. So, but they had, I think he didn't I didn't know why he didn't why he didn't hide, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't take Blu-ray. I didn't understand why you didn't take the necessary steps. You didn't have to you didn't have to lift weights. You had resources, and you know they would they'd be more than happy to work with them. You know, and you can still have Malik as a trainer, but you know, take the sense that I just did. You know, to me it's just for me it's just.
I think Wilder does what he wants to do. You can tell him what's best for him, or you know what I mean. For what I see, I could be wrong. I think all that training is what he wants to do. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But you're right. He needed all that. A strengthening coach, all that. Yeah. Why wasn't that provided? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I would never want to see him go through what he went through. I don't want to see no fighter. Like I said, we just had a young lady, what was it, last month or the month before, who died. People died. Them type of beatings, them last two beatings that Wilder took, people can die from that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cheating or not cheating. This is a sport where you can die. Mm-hmm. You could be paralyzed.
Yes.
You could be brain damaged. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to see that. So and I don't know if it's possible for you to take an old dog and treat him new tricks. Some people said it's possible. If it is possible, it's not possible with Wilder. And, you know, I just never will want to see him come back and take that kind of punishment that he took. So hopefully he'll sit down and talk with his wife. He'll talk with Malik. And all three of them put their heads together and maybe they could come up with a better plan. Maybe he can jump into promoting. I can see him as a great promoter. He has a gift for gab. I can see Wilder, you know, doing the promoting thing. Why not?
Yeah, I understand that. But you know how us, you know, gladiators, you know, boxers and gladiators, you know, it's in this gene. When you're in your gene, you still want to fight. But I'm just saying this out of respect. Wilder, if you want it, and I know people going to hate me saying this, but I'm going to repeat it again. If you're going to do it right, hire you a strengthening coach, hire you a nutrition, and get Blu-ray. And from now on, if you want to continue boxing, that's the road to take.
Yeah.
That's the road to take. From now on, that's what I want. And I know people going to say, you know, you could do that. I'm just saying, if you want to do it like that. Just do it like that. I wouldn't even get mad if you were. People probably would get mad. I wouldn't even get mad. You do. Yeah, change it up. You gotta hire some coaches. You gotta listen to them, switch things up, and you know, you like I said, keep Malik. But you do those things. If you're gonna do it, hire some people who can get you right. That's all I'm saying. Because your way is not getting it done.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not like he has 2-3 more years to be in the sport. Wilder's already 35, 36 years old.
Right.
You don't have much, you don't really have no time. Like I said, if he retires now with 2 losses, I'm not upset. He still goes down as one of the hardest puncher heavyweights around in my book. Right. But I do not want to see Wilder come back to boxing to be anybody's punching bag. I don't want to see him go through the stuff that Riddick Bowe went through. I don't want to see that.
Right.
You know? So let's just pray for the better and not see any more worse things happen to him that's already happened.
We got he said TS Boxing said he'd be on in a little bit. I loves to talk. Thank you so much. LaShawn Jefferson, thanks for coming. I'm here with my brother Clarence. This is the Underrated Boxing Talk. Oh, St. Cruz, thanks for coming. I hope you're here. If you're here, press 1. Anybody still here, press 1. No? Yeah. I'm just saying, so the other fight, what's the other fight scene? Okay. Rob, all right, welcome, Robert Comedy. Welcome. I looked all right, good. Rock this, and I ain't see you. Yeah, he got smacked, but he's a warrior. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I get it. You know, he didn't even know.
Well, number one, we're not here. Excuse me. We're not here to make fun of what happened to Wilder.
No, we're not.
We're not here to do that. So that's what we're not going to do. We're going to credit him and salute him for being a warrior. He didn't perform the way we wanted him to, but what we're not going to do is bash him. We're not going to do that because if that would have been Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do that. We're going to salute him. We're going to pray that he be okay because he did take a devastating knockout. Rather if he saw it coming, rather if it was lazy, he got hit with a hard punch that it could have really damaged him. You know what I mean? So let's give him his flowers while he's still here.
And plus, he defended it 10 times to the WBC. You know, so rock this. And I ain't see you in a while. Everything all right. We haven't seen you in a long time. But you know, if I'm saying like, you know. But let's talk about the other fights, bro.
It's like I told you, I had missed some of them. I caught the heavyweight. The rematch with the Joe. What were their names again? Oh Lord, the Polish guy. Hey, that was a good. He got beat twice by the same guy, man. Kind of like the Wilder Fury thing, man. That guy, and mind you, that was Deontay's Wilder sparring partner for this, preparing him for this Fury fight. That guy's pretty good, and that guy's a guy that Fury might have to watch out for. That guy's pretty good, though. I like him. I got to get his name again, so I hate to call him that guy, but he's pretty good. Nisky, he beat him. He beat him just like he did at the Barclays Center. He beat him. He beat him twice. He kind of beat him worse this time than when he did the first time. You know what I mean? So it was good. The other heavyweight bout, that was okay. It wasn't nothing that made me jump out of my seat. I thought it would be a little better because I'm looking at it like it's Africa versus Cuba. Cool, this is going to be a great bout. But that one was okay. The whole card was okay. You know, I have to go back and look at the J. Rock Williams fight. I even have to go back and look at the Bruce Carrington because, like I said, when I caught the pay-per-view, it was just at 9 o'clock. So I kind of missed everything. It started at 7 o'clock Eastern time, so I missed a couple of stuff. But I'm gonna go back and look at what I caught. What I didn't catch, and I'll be able to comment on it. But the whole pay-per-view was worth it. It didn't even matter. It was worth it. I think the biggest disappointment was just the main event. We was expecting just more for Wilder. We didn't get that, but you know what? I'm still Team Wilder. Nothing changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I did watch the fight. San Cruz with Helenas and Kowalski, he needs work. He needs work. He needs work. Trust me, he needs work. And he probably need new work. He needs some work, and plus, definitely he needs to change the trainer. I think there's one of those fights on the card they need to change trainers. And Helenas, I'm saying like he did enough. He was hurting them and everything. I think he should have went to the body more, but he got him out there. They said he couldn't continue. He Kowalski he swollen his both his eyes up like in the third round. I was hearing the fight. Then on sudden, Mad Chat Boxer, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for having me, and they was doing the call and everything. And then after that, when I was really seeing it, both his eyes was puffed up like in the third round. And then Kowalski, he had a few runs here and there, but he controlled it. The one way he was just fighting, he's just putting his hitting with the 1-2 and stuff like that. He was like, spinning them around. Look, Helenas, he looked kind of agile. I give him credit, but I think that he could really get him out if he would have went to the body. I think he went to the body. The uppercuts was there, set him up and all like that. But they stopped the fight. It was a great. They should have stopped it because I believe it was the fifth round. They was going. Doctor was checking on him. Yeah. And they was checking on them, but they hadn't continued. I think they ended up stopping the sixth round. But I think that if they would have had it, it would have been no good. So, but I think Helenas, the next time he fights, he got to do more. He got to do more. He can't do the jab. They'll shoot the jab and do the 1-2 and stuff. He got to bring more. He got to have more tools in the belt. So he should work on that and everything. But he do look solid. He can get better too. But Helenas, Kowalski, I don't know what they make out of him, but he ain't have it. He ain't have it.
Man, look, it's like I said, in this sport, you gotta expect the unexpected, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's out to prove they're the number one guy. So you just gotta step the game up.
Yeah, man. So that for me, it's like we gotta Okay, I said it again. Let's see something.
Somebody didn't get the link?
Nah, he said he didn't get it. So I said it again while we talking.
So now, does the AJ and Yusuf fight? Does that happen? The rematch, because now all Fury has to do is stand by and wait. But if I was them, I wouldn't give AJ no rematch. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't give him shit. I wouldn't give him nothing. I would make the Fury and Yusuf fight happen. I wouldn't give him no rematch.
TS Boxing, check your email now. Check your email now. I just sent it to you. Check your email now. Let me see. So yeah. In the other fight, I think it was a Cheeseman against. What's the name of that guy? I know he calling with the 1-2 wicked left. Doo doo. But that was, He said doo doo. That like, oh, he's sleeping. But that was the. I think that could be the candidate, the fight of the year. Hey, we welcome the one on TS Boxing in the building.
TS, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
It's good.
Wow. We're trying to get over this disappointment.
Yeah, I just feel like defeated, and I said this to somebody before the second Fury loss. I said it to my brother, actually. I wish he would have lost to Ortiz that night because I would have taken it a lot better. I would have taken it a lot better. This one is hard because if you look at it, And this is a fact as well. They've both been down the same amount of times in their career, 6. Um, Wilder got dropped 5 times in this trilogy, and Fury got dropped 4 times. Like Wilder was just so close every time that, and if he could have at least just gotten one win, it would have made it okay. But there were a lot of issues, man. I didn't see this 5D stuff that Malik was talking about and improvements and all. I didn't see none of that, man. I saw a basic jab to the body, and I was just waiting for him to get counted over the top with that, and he did at the second round. And then the third round, he got dropped, and I was just, oh no. And then he put the other guy on his ass twice in the fourth round. And then after the fifth round, I have Fury winning all those rounds after the fifth. Like, it just, he was exhausted. He was completely exhausted after the first round. Completely exhausted after the first round. He had no gas.
You
You know,
yeah.
people get adrenaline when they're like up. When he was hurt, like that would happen to anybody, right? If I was losing and I was gassed and I knocked somebody down, anybody, if you to anybody, you all of a sudden gonna get that adrenaline, that burst of energy, right? You can try to finish him, but outside of that and a couple of stunts, because he hurt him in round 9, I want to say again. He hurt him again badly.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt Fury, but this shit is just, it's kind of hard to take, like, in general. And 3 years ago, this nightmare started. This is a nightmare. And I think even if he were to have knocked him out that first time, things would have gone the same way. He would have went back to the drawing board, top rank, the fights and all of this stuff. But it's just, I don't know. I don't want, like, I don't need him to continue like fighting or anything like that. Like, I don't, like other people. Yeah, I want to see knockouts. I'm excited. I don't care about that stuff, dude. I just care if he's okay, then that's it. I don't give a shit about these knockouts. The haters, for the longest time, they'll sit here and say, "Oh, he shouldn't fight Fury again," but I want to see him in there with Charles Martin and Andy Ruiz, good fights. I don't care about any of that stuff, dude. I don't want to. I don't. He doesn't need to do that. That does nothing for him to beat those guys if he beats those guys. You know, he's 36 later this month. He doesn't have much time left. I think the age, because this isn't the same guy who was quick, fast, moving around. I mean, granted, the technique was still bad in the first fight, but he was way faster. It isn't the same guy.
Hey, TS, let me ask you a question. You think him having the year out and him being out so long, could that have played a role? Because the last time he fought was the rematch in February of 2020.
Yeah, it's like within 70-something days. Yeah. I mean, it could, but he's not a guy to get out of shape. So it's like, you just kind of look at it. And Fury, he's not out of this unscathed either, dude. Like, he's been dropped 4 times by this guy. Especially that first fight, he took some punishment. And this fight, some punishment as well. It hurt a couple of times.
Yeah, and let's elaborate on that, because I think let me, before you continue, let me stop you from right there. And there's people that I actually, when I was like hearing, let me tell you, Mad Chat Boxing, they made some valid points though too. So I'm not talking about your, but I was passing through in the clouds and I was listening to different boxing, and it's an actual download sneaky hate that is happening right here. There are people saying that Wilder should retire. There are some people is this and that. I already said what I have to say, but I would say this, that And then, but at the same time, let's talk about we talking about a weasel. We talk about this is the same person that ate wild animals that pay a farmer in UK to eat a wild animal. All right, to clean the stuff up. This is the same person that actually fake, you know, talking about I have a COVID. Come to find out, the week later he was partying at Las Vegas. This is the same person that time and time again has been cheated. This is the same person that also that is with organized crime. Now, everything what I'm saying, I am these are this is um public records. Y'all can look it up yourselves. Okay? If y'all want to, the last boxing live that we did. If you look at the thumbnail, it actually seen that he was with wild animals. So those people say, "Oh, you hating it?" No, we stating facts here. So you can go ahead, brother T.
Yeah, I think what's it called? Fury himself doesn't have much time left. I think if Fury lost tonight, he would have probably retired himself. So it's like there's a lot on the line for both guys. And I think I've always said this. I said the best Fury was about 8 years ago. Like he's way past his prime or his best. And he's taken a lot of punishment even in these Wilder fights. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
if he continues, he'll definitely lose before he retires 100%. But he doesn't have too much time left either, is what I'm saying. Like he might be the winner, but it's not like there's a mega bright future for him either.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's like you said, people are gonna want to see him come back. Some people are gonna feel like there's still some fights out there for him. Dillian White, Andy Louise, the other heavyweights who was on the card last night. You know, people are gonna look. But honestly, seeing him take the beat that he took last night, I don't know if I ever want to see him again in there. And let's just be honest. After that, this year's already basically over with. So, which means he'll have to take a lot of time off, which he already had enough time off. So you're talking about he'll need like another 6 months, and you know, I just don't think it's a good idea, and I damn sure don't want to see him go through what he went through last night. But also, I don't want to see him make a comeback, and they start throwing him in there with tomato cans because it's a risk to put him in there with competition. You know what I mean? We don't know. You've been defeated twice. That stays with you. It's hard enough to get over your first defeat.
If he was like pity patted on points, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I could take like I'm like, damn, he got boxed up. Just ass. Okay, just go back to the drawing board. Whatever. You know, he can't beat this guy. He's just better. He's smarter than him. But this was different. Like this, I thought this was worse than the second fight.
Much worse.
Much worse.
Yeah.
The only difference is
that
he last. Well, you know, he got stopped in the 7th round. In the second fight, he got knocked out in the 11th round.
Now it looked really bad on TV, but I was looking at it again. It was just exhausting. He was just exhausted. He got up the second after, but he was just exhausted. When he got hit with that thing, it just was like, okay, just let me go down, whatever. Because it's just he was exhausted after round 1. He was fighting on E since round 2. He had no energy. He spent all that energy on them shitty jabs to the body. I mean, I'm like around what? 190 right now. I'm about 6'1". But in high school, I was 260. Only what, 4 years ago, I was 260. I know if people hit me to my body, I don't feel that shit, dude. Being fat as fuck, you don't feel it. As fuck whatever. He didn't look super affected by that. So
Yeah.
those jabs, I think, really didn't do anything unless you came with them with hooks and stuff. He didn't follow up on them. You were just touching them really to the body. That didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And from Malik, I was on Stormy's, listen to Stormy, and Malik never told him to put his hands up. Mark at least told him to do that in the Ortiz fight. Put your hands up. And he was actually putting his hands up in the Ortiz fight a little bit. When he was just in that tornado. A ref could have stopped that fight, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Clarence made a valid point, and I want you to elaborate on it, and I'm going to elaborate on it too. That maybe Wilder wanted to do his thing. Maybe he didn't really listen. LeVar Cooper, if you wants to get on the panel, let me know, brother. If you want to get on the panel, let me know. So elaborate on it, what brother Clarence is talking about.
On what?
Go ahead, Clarence. What you were saying?
You know, I was basically telling him, you know, is it possible to teach an old dog new tricks, which means Wilder is stuck in his ways. He has habits. We all have habits. And, you know, I can't say Malik trained him wrong. I think he did a beautiful job for what we saw. I think Wilder just got in there. And you know what his biggest opponent wasn't Fury. His biggest opponent was revenge. He focused more on revenge than he did Fury. He should have been focusing on the fight, but his biggest thing was revenge. Revenge. He probably ate, slept, and shit revenge. That's all he wanted, and that's cool. But I think that played the part. He focused on building his body up. He figured if I put on a little more weight, I can deal with him. Let me put on a little more muscle, and that showed you last night. All that does not mean a damn thing. But I think him going in there just doing what he wanted to do. He just, you know, it was just a recipe for disaster. It was a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? It looked like somebody just woke him up out his bed last night and said, "Hey, Fury wants to fight you tonight. Come outside." That's what it looked like to me. It was just all bad, man. I'm sad today. It's a sad day. I mean, I take my hat off to Tyson Fury. He showed he was the better man, but Jesus, man, I just didn't think last night it was gonna go like that.
Oh, let me go. What's up, bro? Greg Cadetti? LeVar Cooper, I'm gonna send you the link if you want to get onto your email. I'm gonna send you the link if you want to get on the panel. Burger said is horsehair cheating.
Who?
Burger Cadetti. I know who he is. He said, "Is horsehair cheating?"
Who the hell is that? I don't get that. I don't get that question.
I guess. They did talk about the gloves that Fury had.
All that don't matter. He didn't have no cheating gloves. They already fixed all that. He had fair gloves. He went in there and he just whooped Wilder ass. So it doesn't even matter. We're not going to use excuses. He went in there.
No. He just asked a question. I get it.
I'm just saying, gloves don't matter. We're not even bringing all that up. It don't even matter. The thing is, he went in there, he whooped Wilder's ass, and he won. Fair and square.
But I do want to talk about Fury. But see, this is the question though too. Now we talk about. Let's get off of Wilder for 1 second. TS, I want you to get into it, and then people, I want y'all to engage in this too. Now Fury did have history that also is not fighting, waiting for a long time to fight. So we gotta look at that too. Is he gonna defend that? Is he gonna defend their title now?
What the technically he has one defense, but like like you mean get to like the point where it's like 10 title defenses and stuff? Probably not.
Nah.
Nah, he doesn't have much time left.
I'm just saying that my thing is this, that I think in the near future, when we do talk about boxing, I think I doubt the mainstream media gonna do it, but they should. When is your next fight? When it's going to be? Because I'm saying like, hey, he won, fair and square. Okay, he won, but I'm just saying, talking about unification, he might
Nah,
be up.
they've got to get the Joshua rematch thing with Usyk, but in the meantime, he'll have to defend against his mandatory, which will be if White wins, then he'll be the mandatory. If he doesn't, then Fury can still wait.
Oh, I'm just saying, I just don't like how this going down. I think Fury, he's a snake, wild animal eater.
Uh-huh.
And I think that he gonna use this, he gonna abuse it. And I'm telling you like this, and I feel mainstream media is gonna be like, but you got no. And I feel that us as ones that hardcore boxing fans, we need a whole Fury to okay, you be wilder now, you gotta defend the belt. No, there ain't no babysitting, and especially he's with that weasel too.
Who's the weasel?
You know that weasel, man. You know who I call weasel, man.
Nah, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Who's the weasel?
His boss.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you prick. Did y'all see? No, not to get off the topic. Did y'all see what Bob Arum did at that interview? When they were interviewing him, and the reporter called him out. Shut the fuck up, you prick. He called him with I said. Hey,
but that's what I'm saying. But that was a valid thing. The guy said he did.
He said if you would have just paid them. Oh man.
And I'm still saying that Bob Arum, he with the Irish ops.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. After last night, is it safe to say, out of all the guys that's under Bob Arum, Tyson Fury is his cash cow?
Yes.
Yes. He's going to protect him.
Bob made him a good piece of change last night. Bob made a good piece of change.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but we cannot take out them ops. Them ops. Can't leave them out. We cannot leave them out. You don't see them, but they still operating. Bob Arum still operating them, and Fury's still down with them.
His best fighter is probably Terrence Crawford, but I mean,
not after last night.
Nah, he is. Crawford is way better than Fury.
No, I ain't talking, but I'm talking the money.
Money, yeah. But I thought you meant technically. Oh, like Crawford is
no. I'm talking about
league.
money. I'm talking the money part. No.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
I can see Bob letting Terrence go with no problem if he wanted to do it before he lets Fury.
I heard Terrence went to MLK.
MTK.
Oh.
MTK, yeah, that's what I heard.
I didn't know that. First
that's
time I heard
it. It's a rumor. I heard.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't this month was supposed to be his last month anyway?
Supposed to be, yes.
which means he didn't resign with Top Rank.
I don't know. TC, you never know. Because you remember we were saying that last year, oh, TC ain't gonna sign, he ended up signing him, so I don't know.
So I'm guessing when this rematch happened, it was AJ and Usyk, because people saying he'll beat him. I think people are hoping that AJ and Fury can happen, but I don't want to see that happen, because even if that do happen, AJ is not winning that. Not winning that.
And that Weasel ain't gonna let it happen either, because both of them was with him.
No. He has a better chance of going out there trying to get some revenge from the person who beat him versus him taking on Fury. I can't see that happen.
And that's what I'm saying. Even if AJ beat uses, right?
Yeah.
That's still on. What's that's going to prove?
They beat a great fighter.
Great fighter where?
Cruiserweight. I mean, I've watched Usyk for a long time, dude. People underestimate him. Usyk is really, really, for me, he's the best heavyweight in the world. He's got the best skill set. He don't get in trouble like these guys dropping, flopping all over the floor.
Yeah.
Real talk. He gets in there and he does his little thing. He got cut up, but he's not like Fury. Getting dropped.
I agree. I agree with that. I'm saying for me, that's not appealing. I'm saying like this, that Usyk fighting AJ again, it's not appealing to me, because you're actually letting me know, okay, it's going by like Andy Louise, right? If Andy Louise would have took his last training more seriously when he fought AJ the second time, who knows? We wouldn't even talk about Usyk. But this is the thing for me. If Usyk beat AJ again, you know what I would say? Okay, you beat him again. You should beat him. You're the champion. You should. Then AJ Power go into the sunset. Okay, Usyk, who you gonna fight? The Usyk now. Usyk, that means you gotta fight. Gotta fight Fury. But Fury is not a guarantee that he gonna show up for that. He might get drugged up. Might eat wild animals again. Might make every doggone excuse. Then that means that the unification is on hostage again. And I want to know why, if that happens, are we gonna? I ain't talking about us. There people are guts enough going to talk about it. Mainstream media going to really prefer and stuff. That's what I'm saying. For me right now, I'm thinking all options.
Yeah. The ops is out here, y'all.
The ops is out here. Yes.
The ops was out in Vegas last night. They all went out and got drunk and high and had a brick of coke.
Right. And they said, listen. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a bad nightmare last night, gentlemen. I had a problem.
It was like a funeral. Like I just, it was hard for me to take. I just wish he would have got pity patted instead of that. That I would have been fine with.
All right. You know what? I got a better question. Do y'all think that before taking this trilogy, he should have had a tune-up? That's just how I feel. He's been out for a long time. See, but this is what I said. He was so focused on getting revenge the whole time, I felt like he could have fought. As long as Fury made him wait, hell, Wilder could have fought 2 times if he wanted, waiting on him.
Yeah, but I think, oh no, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, but I think the age and the weight has decent amount to do with it. I think, yeah, taking a tune-up will give him the chance to test that under the lights, and then he made adjustments.
Yeah.
He would probably had a better shot.
Because let's just be real. We don't have to like Fury, but Fury's not a guy you can just wake up in the morning and say, I want to fight him. If you don't go in there physically and mentally prepared for him, he's going to embarrass you, as he should. So with him, you know, and I'm not saying he's hard to beat. I don't think he's hard to beat. I don't think Fury is
No,
hard to
he's
beat.
not. No, he's
I
not.
think he could be beat. But physically and mentally, if you're not prepared for him, he's going to embarrass your ass. And last night, that's basically what he did.
You need somebody who's a strong puncher and technically sound. He can't beat guys like that
Exactly.
anymore. And what I mean by anymore is he's got Sugar Hill in his ear doing this come forward stuff. He's never going to be able to go back to boxing how he used to box unless he goes back down to a normal weight, 245. But he's not going to do that because they think this way works. It needs somebody with technique and who could punch would knock this guy out. Like flat would really hurt him.
Yeah. They're purposely keeping that weight so they can bully their opponents.
Yep.
Yeah. You know? So it's sad, but somebody's gonna get him.
Yeah, he's not retiring undefeated.
No.
And when he loses, he'll be out of the sport himself.
Yeah, he's gonna lose and he's gonna go somewhere, take all the money he made and get fat.
Yep.
Get up to 400 something pounds like he did before.
I could see him and Wilder at a reunion or something like that.
Oh, well, oh Lord.
20 years down the line.
Yeah, if Wilder can forgive him for everything, I don't know if he'll forgive him for these last two ass whippings. But yeah, 20 years from now, that'd be something nice.
I could see that happening. There'd be in a reunion or whatever.
Well, you know what? If Tyson, if Holyfield can forgive Evander for biting his ear and they're good buddies right now, then yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll happen down the line. They'll probably be like Fury have to be carried in on a crane because he's ballooned up in weight. And then they would well, that'd be like a 53-year-old Fury and a 56-year-old Wilder.
Yeah.
Fury would be like in a chair, you know, because he's so overweight.
Yo, believe me, he made a good piece of change last night. He made some good money. You know, and, even in the other two fights, he made good damn money. So, you know what? Now we have to go back to what you just asked, Underrated. And you said it too, TS. I can see him chilling right now. As far as him defending, I think he's going to sit and relax. We may not see Fury until next summer.
Mm-hmm.
He's made a lot of money. So now it's gonna he can, it doesn't matter what happens in the AJ and Usyk fight. He's gonna chill for as long as he wants. And while he's chilling, this is when he's gonna lose focus. He's gonna be chilling and he's gonna be out there. I don't think he's still gonna be training. I could be wrong, but I could see him out there drinking and partying. He's gonna listen, he just probably made one of the biggest paydays. He's gonna be good. And I could see him relaxing. You know, I could be wrong, but I think he's gonna get too comfortable in this situation.
I'm telling you, see, okay, but this is what I'm saying. If he's gonna do that, and he's gonna get drunk, and he's gonna get drugged up, and he's gonna still eat wild animals. So mainstream media, are y'all gonna talk about it? Are y'all gonna say anything about it? I don't want to hear nothing because I'm on your helmet. I'm on your helmet, mainstream media.
He's going to do that. At some point, he is going to do
He's
that.
going to do that. Yes,
I'm thinking about it right now because now he's like, I just beat the top dog or supposed to be top dog. I beat him. In Fury's mind, he beat him 3 times. He still says I beat him in that first fight. So in his mind, I didn't beat him twice. I beat him 3 times. I'm the man. I'm not worried about AJ. He's a bum. I beat him. You know, I'm not worried for you. Listen, man. It's a recipe for disaster that's about to happen. I don't see Fury coming back until next year. You see how he made Wilder wait this long, and they could have fought last year.
Nah, I don't think it's next year, bro. I think it's gonna be 2020.
Nah, it's gonna be next year. And listen, he's not gonna take 1 year off to come back next year. He's not a young man anymore. If he waits that long, at some point he's gonna retire. I can't see him coming back in 2023. He's not young. You know what I mean? He's not super old, but he's damn near. You know, you got to remember him and Wilder. They're damn near 40. They're close to 40. They both close to it. I can't see him taking a year off and coming back the next year. He's not Floyd Mayweather. He's not.
He probably get all drunk and all like that, and then one day he said, "Huh, I could retire after that." Nah, no,
Well,
I don't want him to get. I don't want him to get nothing. I do.
The scary thing about Fury is that you don't know what's gonna happen with him, because let's just be honest with you. We can dislike him all we want, but there's a different type of opponent that Tyson has to fight with every day, and he's gonna have to fight with it for the rest of his life. It's mental health and depression. He has a lot that he has to deal with, so we don't know. If y'all remember, right after the second fight, he had an interview and he told somebody, even though he beat Deontay Wilder, he had suicidal thoughts of doing stuff to himself. So I'm saying to myself, well, damn, if he does that, what's going to happen after this third fight? So you don't know what is going to happen to him.
That's my point. But this is what I was saying. If he act out these of the behaviors that you're talking about, you mean that means he could be a danger in the sport. You know, so that means, oh, you could take your time, you could do all this. Nah, man, I don't care. No.
Well, you know,
I'm not letting him go.
I feel like when it's like that, you don't need to be in the sport. That's just me. That's just me.
That's what I'm saying. Retire.
You are a threat. Forget just being a threat to society. You are a threat to yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
When you're dealing with what he's dealing with, mental health, depression, I don't know if he deals with schizophrenic. I don't think he deals with that. I don't know, but all that is a risk.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a risk, but this is what I'm concerned of. They know he have all these problems, but you know what the mainstream media going to do? No, you're going to be fine. You know, you do what you have to do. Instead of, no, you got mental health problems. You need to retire. And then after, you know what I'm saying? I'm very concerned of that. So because he making money from mainstream media too, we got to understand that too. They're not going to have the best of his interests.
You know, and this is what upsets me. Is TS still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, this is what I'm gonna let him talk in a minute too. TS, give me a second. This is what upsets me about people like Ryan Garcia. When you walk around talking about you're dealing with mental health, you don't know what that shit is like. You don't have no mental health. You just don't want to fight nobody, so you use mental health as an excuse. Tyson Fury deals with that for real. You can't fake mental health like Ryan Garcia doing. That mental health shit is real. And the thing is, you're here today and you're gone tomorrow. So we don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, when he said after the last fight, he had suicidal thoughts and he beat Wilder. I've never heard somebody have a victory and be happy, and then the next 10 days after it, they're having suicide thoughts. So I say all that to say, in the next 10 days, what could possibly happen with Fury? We don't know. We can't even focus on his next fight, because will he be here for his next fight? Will he be able to control the demons? Will they come and take over? We don't know. As much as I dislike him, I never want to see a man kill himself, kill the people around him. We don't know what's going to happen with him. So before we can even continue on his next opponent, we got to see if he can make it to the next 10 days or make it to next week to know what's going to happen in his future.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I've got to say. But the mainstream media don't care.
Yeah, I know they don't
care.
Yeah, they sure don't.
Money off him. You go, even if the Tyson Fury was I need a break. No. You owe us a lot of money. You remember you took them times. That's what I'm saying. And that's gonna be a concern.
Yeah.
I don't like the scenario that Fury in. We gotta understand that he has not dealt with life that is supposed to be in the past. It's not picking on him. I'm just going by what I see. And mental health is very important.
It is. It is scary, and
At the
it's a
same time, he had his daughter. That plays an issue too. Come
yeah,
on, yo, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, man. It's real. It's real.
So, the brother TS, what, okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you check out the other fights on the undercard?
I did.
What you think about?
They were good. I mean, the guy Jared Anderson was in there with was awful. I don't even want to speak about that. I mean, that was horrendous. Hellenius looked really good. He looked way better than he did even in the first fight, and he was on his way to stoppage, and then he kind of got galotted. And then third fight, wasn't much in it. I had Sanchez going into the fight. I thought he was a better overall fighter, and he won. So yeah, and I thought he didn't hit Ajagba too hard, but I think if Ajagba gets hit like solidly, he won't want to get up because he wasn't even hit that hard. He actually took some out of it, moving backwards, and it just moved his jaw a little bit, and he immediately went to take a knee. So
Yeah. But I like the other fight that he got knocked out 8 rounds, caught him with the left. Like, wow. On the ropes. I
I mean,
forgot the fight.
which one was that?
I forgot his name. I think he fought Cheese something like
But
that.
that's in the UK.
Yeah. Oh, it's UK. Okay.
Yeah, that was another card, but that was pretty good actually. I was watching the. For some reason, I thought the black guy only had one KO, and I was like, "How is he in here?" And then after the knockout, I went to the box record. I was like, "No, he's got like 13 KOs in 17 fights." I was like, "No wonder he knocked him out." But the same way Cheeseman went out was kind of similar to how Wilder did with the head and everything, but Wilder was fatigued. That was the difference. Wilder was just gassed. He probably would have taken a punch like that in the first round, but just totally gassed. But Cheeseman went out badly as well.
But that was an action fight, though.
Yeah, that was a back and forth fight.
Yeah. That was going at it. But yeah. I like that. Yeah. Then so let me ask you a question. Let's talk about the other fights coming up.
Well, the next one that I know of, I don't know about October, but I sure know about November. My mouth is getting watery waiting on this Canelo and Caleb Plant. After seeing Wilder and Fury, I don't know what the hell is going to happen in Caleb Plant and Canelo. I know Caleb is going to have to do his best to box smart. Because Canelo punches hella hard. I don't care how people say he's getting slow. He ain't got no head movement. Say whatever you want to say. You got to come in there with some type of strategy. When you guys got like Canelo and Fury, you got to come in there with some type of strategy, no matter how you feel about him. Because if you don't, it can go left. You know?
That is so true. Brother TS?
I think I've got I have Canelo winning that fight, but who knows? We just have to wait and see. I want to see who's gonna be on the undercard though.
I don't think the undercard is gonna be like the one we had, the one we got. We
No,
witnessed.
it's not gonna be as good as that.
That was like once in a lifetime card. Do I think we gonna have to get? I don't know. I hope in my lifetime that I can see a card at least close to that.
Yeah.
At least.
Where do you think? All right, Canelo beats Caleb Plant. Where does he go from here? Does he go across the street to knock on Bubu Andre's door? Does he start looking for Charlo? Does he look for David Benavidez? Because he says he wants to fight until he's 35, 36 years old, but you can't take a fight like Caleb Plant, which is a great fight, and then after that start fighting tomato cans. So which one of those guys do you think that he'll start knocking on their door, wanting a fight with them?
I think he might move up. I think he might go back to light heavyweight and get something.
Oh, gee.
And he gonna fight John Smith?
Joe Smith? No.
Joe Smith?
Joe Smith?
It'll be Beterbiev.
No.
That would not be a smart move.
I think he beats him now. I think Beterbiev is too old.
Yeah.
37 himself.
Yeah, but
And he slowed down a lot. His last fight didn't look good at all.
right.
And that was versus a no-name.
Yeah, like at Canelo one, he's not trying to see Boo Boo and Charlos. No, he's not trying to see him. No.
Especially Boo Boo. They they act like Boo Boo don't even exist. You know? And he tells Boo Boo, right, you fight nobody. And I'm like, well, damn, Canelo, I thought that's what you like, fighting nobodies, though. I thought those would be the easier paydays for you. Because you notice when Canelo know he can beat you, he'll give you any amount of money that you're asking for because he knows I can whoop your ass. But when he knows your competition, then all of a sudden it's like, no, I'm not giving them that. I'm not fighting them. I'm not paying no attention to it.
Yeah, let's not forget about oh yeah. Bruce goes, check your email. And let's not forget about he likes to give people just 30 days to be in training. Cannot forget about that. He's very good doing that.
He damn sure does.
30 days? Yeah. Give you the money, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He tells you, you got 30 days, motherfucker. 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's Canelo for you.
But see, we talk about, oh, you're hating. No.
yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna sign out here. I gotta go handle some business homework. So, but yeah, thanks for having me on, and
No doubt.
we'll get through this.
Hey, listen, listen. I just hope he sits down. Look, I said it on my other podcast. I hope that he sits down with his wife and sit down with Malik and they put their heads together and they come up with something. Or he sits down with his wife. I hope he's sitting down with his wife right now and making some decisions. But you know, Deontay Wilder's one of those. He says that he wants to go out on his shield. I think he's one of those that won't stop until somebody kills him.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
We don't want to see no Apollo Creed come to real life because there's been fights out here where people have actually died in that ring.
Yeah.
No, this is a man with 5 children, beautiful family. He has enough money where he's good for the rest of his life. I think he should just sit back and think about getting involved in promoting.
Yeah.
So yes, man. Good talking to you, brother, man. I hope we catch up again.
Yes,
Nice
sir.
talking to you. Thank you.
Yep. Take care, guys.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna be a few more minutes. I know Bruce goes. Check your email
Peace
if
out.
he wants to get on.
No, Bruce, come up here and stop being selfish. Come up here, Bruce.
Yeah, come over here, Bruce. Yeah, come up here. Check your emails in there. And also, SA Gotcha. He said he gonna come up. So let's talk. I think Tank Davidson Tank and not
Tank,
Tank.
Tank and
Tank.
oh.
No, I mean not Tank. I mean TC and Porter's on go.
Yeah, they just had the press conference. What was it? Was it Friday? I think Friday they had the press conference out in Vegas. Vegas was lit this week. I wish I could have been out there for all that.
Yeah, man.
Vegas had a underrated, man. At some point next year, brother, we got to get to Vegas so you could do an underrated. You could do one of your episodes out in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You know how crazy that would be?
Yeah, right.
To be going live in Vegas?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, underrated. Everybody who follow you will be out there.
Yeah.
We came a long way, underrated. There you go.
There you go. Bruce goes in the building. What's good?
What's up, my brother?
What's good?
Joe building. What's up, Bruce?
Still coming down from an awesome night of boxing. How about you, Clarence, and my brother JT, man? What a night of fighting we had, huh?
I woke up disappointed today just because of how the main event went, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Bruce. That was the most sexiest card in boxing I've seen in years.
Yeah.
No doubt, from top to bottom, bro. That was like WrestleMania. I mean, shit. We had the tag team champions, we had the intercontinental champions, we had the fucking strap match, we had the chain match. It was every single match. It was nonstop. Usually they throw these DAZN cards on there, and there'll be the main event, and then we got to watch these guys 7-0 fight somebody who's 2-14. I mean, it's like all Sleep City. This was action from top to bottom. I loved it, bro. This was. I have no complaints, man. Every fight, some of my favorites didn't win, but man, that's boxing. That's the way it goes. Sometimes you got to take an L, and man, it was just total entertainment. I didn't think there was any controversy anywhere, man. I think the best fighters won on all the fights, man. It was, it was fantastic, bro. Which fight you guys want to talk about?
In fact, I want you to talk about the one you was talk about when I was
bro. Yeah. I mean, obviously the whole card. I like the J-Rock fight. I can't remember the guy who he fought, but he ended up beating him. J-Rock was making a comeback, and that was on the free card that they had before the pay-per-view card, and then they had Berlanga. He took on this guy who I can't remember. I have trouble remembering these names, man. I have trouble remembering you guys' names. Never mind these fighters. But anyway, this guy that he fought was something like 30-2. He'd been beaten by Billy Joe Saunders, but he gave him a good fight. And I tell you, I thought he beat Berlanga. Berlanga showed a lot of shortcomings. He showed he didn't have any defense.
Yeah.
He showed that he walked into punches. He didn't know how to handle it after he got hit. He was right hand crazy for a while. Man, it was like the only decision that I would disagree with on the card would be the Berlanga fight. But it was a great fight. The guy that he fought, he looked like Rocky coming out for the last round. Man, his eye was shut. It was all swollen up. But there was no dog in him, man. He was an Argentinian cat, Casaro or something like that, man. But anyway. We're gonna see more of him, bro. There's no doubt. If boxing promotes like it should promote, keep this guy alive, and then we'll get to the main events, man. The heavyweights, bro. Oh man, the first fight we saw was Big Baby Anderson against the Russian guy, Terezhny or something like that, man. The guy was like grown up on a nuclear plant, undefeated from Russia. The guy in the Russian military. I was expecting to see an Ivan Drago kind of a guy, but he was just a guy who was expected to look like he was expected to come in, but he got this shot in the second round. It like knocked him crazy. It looked like the guy was out on his feet, and the referee stepped in. You remember that stoppage in that fight, man? Whew, that was almost scary. And then after that, man, what was the fight? We had the Kawanatsky and Helenas fight.
Yeah.
Man, Helenas, bro, watch out for him. He looked good. He was down
Yeah,
20
you do,
pounds.
right? Yes.
Oh yeah, he was throwing combinations, and I mean, it ended up being a disqualification just to kind of keep Kawanatsky's record, not looking like two knockout losses in a row. But he had his way with him, man. He looked good, and 35 years old. The guy's got a couple more fights in him. Very, very entertaining. Then we moved up to the fight everybody was looking forward to. The Effie Ajagba and the Frank Sanchez fight. Now, to me, that was a great fight. That was when do we see two fighters, 17-0, 19-0 prospects collide with each other? I can't remember the last time I've seen that with heavyweights, bro. I couldn't take my eye off the screen for that one too. Sanchez showed his superiority. He outboxed him, but I was waiting for Ajabi to land that right hand. He didn't. He didn't land the effective ones I was hoping he would land. And they just showed the difference in class right there. Sanchez just had he had more ring experience. You could tell his amateur experience was shining. He just looked better, and it's back to the drawing board for Ajagbe and Sanchez, maybe Hellenius. There's so many options out there for him to fight right now. The Nordic Warrior, bro, and he looked like it last night. He kicked that Polish kid's ass, man. It was almost sad that the kid had to foul him to avoid getting knocked out, because he was busted up and his eye was closed. It was a fucking severe beating. And then, man, the main event, that didn't let anybody down. I was rocking with Deontay Wilder, and I thought he was going to come out there and take him out. But Fury, he showed me a lot, man. He was the puncher last night. Deontay Wilder, he showed heart like a lion. But you can't deny Fury kicked his ass, man. He was the superior fighter last night, no doubt about it. There doesn't need to be a fourth in the trilogy. But a great fight, man. When Wilder hit him, he knocked him down twice. Man, damn. Where do you see that in a heavyweight fight? You take me back to freaking Riddick Bowe and fucking Evander Holyfield for action like that. I mean, how can anybody in their right mind complain about anything, including the outcomes of those fights? It was great, bro. I just wanted to get that out before you closed up, JT. Great talking over here,
No,
bro.
I wasn't closing up. No. We get a few more minutes.
Hey,
right,
let me ask you something, Bruce Gold. You ever thought about getting a job with PBC?
Nah, man. I'm a retired cat, but if somebody put, you know what they say about this game, I try to get out, but they always pull me back in.
Yeah.
You make a great commentator. You do. You know the game, man.
Hey, man. Respect to you guys, bro. I'm just a ham and nigger over here behind the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me say shout out to Mad Chat Boxing. Shout out to y'all, man. Great channel, y'all. Great channel.
Yeah, we had a good time over there this morning, man.
We sure did. Yeah, man.
It was good. It's all such mutual respect on there. You can feel the love for boxing. And man, we can come over here, and it's way beyond color. It's way beyond who our favorite fighter is. We're just talking boxing, man.
Yeah.
We don't want to sit around in no circle jerk where everybody's saying the same thing. And oh yeah, that's right. And he's going, bro. I love the controversy, especially when we can keep it civil and we can all have our own opinions or how a fight's going to end and who's our favorite fighter. But bro, this is boxing. This is what we love. This transcends everything, man. The sweet science and underrated, bro. That's what you guys got on over here, Clarence and you, man. Great boxing talk. I feel honored to be considered part of it, man.
I'm trying to get some more people. That's what I'm trying to chat. I want him to come over there, bring some people. Let's talk boxing, man. Let's talk about the sweet science, man.
I mean, for me, Bruce, talking with you, I've been talking to you guys for a couple of months now. I always tell my wife this. I says, even though I have my own platform that I do, when I'm talking boxing with you guys, that makes it so much easier for me because it feels good when you're not the only guy who likes a certain sport. You know what I mean? When you can get a group of guys that love it, it makes it easier for me to get in front of that camera and talk about it, man. I mean, what could be better than getting up on a Sunday or any day, especially a Sunday, to talk about the number one sport that you love in the world, man. I mean, I wouldn't change this sport for nothing in the world.
But let me say this though, brother Bruce and brother Clarence. For a long time, I want to be part. And shout out to Sugar and shout out to Scrapbook too. Let me go because those are the I'm talking. I say y'all because y'all the brothers have encouraging me when it was others didn't want to hear from me. I was trying to get on like certain boxing conversations. They didn't want to like say anything. It's Sunny Boxing Talk. Yeah, Sunny Boxing. Shout out to you and him, Sunny Boxing Talk. And I appreciate your brothers. Y'all was very instrumental almost a year and a half ago to start my own platform boxing on this channel. And look where we at right now. The Underrated Boxing Talk number 49. There's some stayed and there's some left. But we still here rocking, you know?
Oh yeah, and we can stretch it. I mean, first of all, like what Clarence was saying, I can get up and I can talk boxing 24 hours a day when I feel like it. There's always somebody out there that's engaging that I can listen to. Maybe get invited on a panel. I mean, it's all about boxing. And like you just said, some of the people you just mentioned, man. These guys are really there are no better minds in boxing than Scrapbook and Curtis Anderson. I mean, I listen when those two guys talk. They make me feel like a casual, bro. There's so much now, and they share it with you, man. And Scrapbook's birthday was yesterday, man, and Curtis was last week, man. Happy birthday to the Libras out there, man. But anyway, bro, you're absolutely right. And see, we branch off. We go to Big Dukes for fitness and health, and
Right.
we can go to the Gold Professor. We get up in the morning. We get a new outlook on life. We just see things differently. He calms you down better than a Valium and a blood pressure pill. Man, seriously, bro, there's just so much love out there. It's really it takes a lot. Now that I'm retired, I have a lot of free time, and I was sitting in front of the TV too much. And you got to get out, man. Where could you go in the middle of a pandemic? And unless you have a wad in your pocket, where do you really want to go? So I found this, and I found you cats. Really, it's just a great place to be at my stage of life, man. I feel like I'm 25 some days. Some days I feel like I'm 100, bro. But bro, we can find somewhere where we can fit in over here, bro. There's always something happening, and it's a cool thing for a guy like me to find that at this stage of the career, and I really appreciate you guys, giving me the credit and telling me my voice is good and this and that. But bro, man, we're all just fucking headless voices out here. It's the people who have the knowledge that I'm drawn to, man. You guys are boxing, bro, and I love boxing, and I can't talk boxing with anybody unless I come on here. And even right now, there's like 5 or 6 lives going on. But I always got to stop in when JT sends me an invite, man. Just respect, and I know it's going to be good boxing talk. I know Clarence is going to be over here, man. You never know who else is going to be here, man. Tyrone, anybody can jump in, bro. But it's just a beautiful thing, man. I just want to thank you and give you definitely the due respect that you deserve.
I appreciate that. It means a lot to come from you. It means a lot. It means a lot because this channel don't really consider. No, I consider the channel. They don't consider really me, on it to talk about boxing. I'm being honest, but we still pushing. We still doing our thing. You know what I mean? So hopefully, people like that. Shout out to Mad Chat. Thank you so much for the recognition too. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, like that, man. Yeah, man. Be like that. Yeah. So let me ask you a question, brother Bruce. The fight coming up, Canelo and Plant. Who you got?
My opinion on that fight is I think Canelo is going to walk right through Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant is lucky to be there. I think it's going to be like Billy Joe Saunders, like Callum Smith. I just think Canelo is just a a better fighter than these guys. I think he has a cement chin. I think he's going to plant some body work like he's never experienced before. Maybe 7-8 rounds. I think he's going to maybe quit on his stool, or or the fight's going to be stopped. But I just think Canelo's on a different level. I just think he's just a higher pedigreed athlete, and it's going to be an easy fight the way I see it.
Clarence, anything you want to say about it?
No comment. Boxing, please. Nah.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm hoping the way Bruce just broke it down. I hope that that doesn't happen, that he quits on the stool. But Canelo is that good. I mean, no matter what we say or what we feel about him, I think Caleb is gonna go in there and try to do his best. But far as seeing him with his hand raised at the end, I mean, I just don't know. After last night, anything is possible. You know what I mean? But I'm still gonna go with Canelo in that.
You know what I'm going for?
Oh Lord,
I'm going for Caleb Plant split decision.
Oh Lord.
That's what I think.
Hey, if Caleb does not win that underrated, you owe me a bucket of KFC.
Okay, I seen money for it. I kick out the how much KFC bucket about $35. I seen you 40. Yeah. I said it to you. I have no problem with that. Nah, but I think they're still talking that that Ward's gonna train him. He gonna show him some things. That's still in the air. And I think that he gonna show him some things. I think he got a good chance.
Yeah.
I hope he puts on a better performance than he did against who was it? Truax that he fought the last time, because he was getting tagged. It was. I don't think that fighter would go 10 rounds with Canelo. Canelo is he's just on a different level. Plant he's a good boxer, but I think he's going to find out when he starts getting those ribs tagged. He's never experienced a little redheaded fucking mad dog like Canelo Alvarez, and they don't like each other. I mean, you saw that press conference. Canelo said, "I got a special plan for you," and man, I don't know, man. Anything can happen in boxing, but I just don't see anything out of the ordinary happening in this fight. I just see Canelo just going right through him, taking him out before the 10th round, taking him out in the 7th, 8th round.
Yeah.
But I still want to see Canelo and Nifi to fight Benavidez and the Charlo boys and Andre. I want to see him, but I want to see him fight. I do. I want to see that.
Yeah, I think Benavidez would kick the shit out of Plant. But hey, well, it's a great fight. It's everything that's happening there's so many great fights coming on within the next couple of months. The year's going out in a bang. I mean, it seems like all the heavyweights are fighting each other. Even after last night, there's still a bunch of heavyweight fights going on. Man, Bud Crawford and Sean Porter.
Yes.
Oof.
I forgot about one heavyweight fight that we had last effort. The African guy, he lost.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Effie Ajagba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was disappointing, man. I thought he'd do better. I thought I underestimated Frank Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez can crack, man. He can crack.
Yeah, he trained by Eddie Reynoso. He's Cuban. He says he's 27. He looks 35, but man,
he looks 45.
Yeah, there you go. But I think he would have stopped Ajagba if it was a 12-round fight. Ajagba looked like he wasn't listening to his coach at the end.
That's a good point, Bruce, because I was thinking the same way. If when he was looking at them do his guts, man, I ain't listening to y'all. That's not good.
No, I think the announcer said it was Angelo Dundee time. I think it was Andre Ward. That's when and everybody knows what he's referring to. When you're blowing it, kid, you're blowing it. That's in the Sugar Ray Leonard Thomas Hearns fight. And when Sugar Ray Leonard came back and knocked him out, and that's what Angelo Dundee that'll be put on his gravestone. Those
Yeah.
those 3 words. You're blowing it, kid.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what Effie Ajagba needed last night. He had 2 rounds. He was behind. He was coming off the canvas. And man, did you see when he went down? He got fouled. He was on one knee. He took that tremendous left hook.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminded me of Michael. Of Roy Jones when he did away with Montel Griffith. Got disqualified.
Mhm.
Same thing. He knocked him down. He went to one knee and bang. Fucking Sunday punch, left hook, and you say it was just a follow through of the combination, but then they showed it in slow motion, and today they're really breaking it down. Nah, they said he hit him before his knee touched the canvas. No, the knee touched the canvas, then came off the canvas, and then he hit him. And I'm surprised that he didn't have any ill effects from that punch. It looks like he shook that one off, but man, it changed the course of the fight. I think. Because that was a blatant foul, and like I said, man, we saw Montel Griffith win a world title with nothing less than that. Montel Griffith was just a better actor that night.
Yeah, but I say is that, but this is what I'm saying that but Sanchez showed me something. And from I think he still got ways to go. I think he rely on the right too much. I think his IQ is questionable. He don't like to throw the left. He don't like to set up other punches. He don't know how to roll. He don't know how to roll without the punches. His defense is very, very suspect. Can I go on? I don't have to go on. He need work. He needs work. And Sanchez, let's think about it. Sanchez is not really a big puncher.
Yeah.
No, but Ajagba is, and that was what I was
That's
hoping.
what I'm saying, right?
I was hoping he'd land that right hand a little more convincingly last night. So, who do you think is the future of the heavyweight division right now, JT? And how about you, Clarence?
I'll let Clarence go first.
Be honest with you, and some people are gonna say this is not fair, but it's a fact. I'm gonna have to go with Big Baby.
I can't disagree with that one, bro. Big Baby was the star of the show last night, man. Big Baby has not lost a round as a professional yet. I mean, Big Baby can only go up right now. He's just looking better and better, and he did. He looked like the best fighter on the card last night.
Yeah,
for the limited opposition that he had.
Let's just be honest, Bruce. Even though Fury won last night, how much longer? How much does he have left in the tank before it's time for him to walk away? Wilder, he's gonna have to walk away. Eventually, AJ, he's not old, but eventually he's gonna have to walk away. So eventually a lot of these guys are gonna have to walk away. And Big Baby's young. What is he, only 21, 22 years old? He's fresh.
Yeah. He's young, and he just looks like he has it in him to be a heavyweight champion. He's got that edge, that eye, that finish him off. And man, Deontay Wilder has it, Tyson Fury has it. It's just kind of this look you get when you get your opponent in trouble. You can be the nicest guy on the outside of the ring, a family man, loyal with your mama and father. But man, once you get somebody hurt in that ring, it's all over. It's lights out. I saw that with Sugar Ray Leonard, with Ali, with the greatest. And I didn't see it last week when we saw AJ Wilder. See, that's the thing. You have to have that. I don't know what you're going to call it, but it's almost like a light switch. When you get your opposition in trouble, you just focus on making sure you don't get hit and putting them away. And all the greats have that. And I think your boy Anderson has definitely got that in him too, man.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I don't know. Y'all said Big Baby. I'll roll with that. That's it.
Yeah, I'd love to see one of them fight Helenius. Or the thing is, right now when we're going through the division, you got you got Dillian White against Otto Wallman, and then you got there's just so many fights coming on within the next month where we can sort it out. Now you got Tesoria fighting. Oh Christ, who the hell's he fighting? Anyway, there's a plethora of heavyweight fights coming up, so it's going to really clear out the division, and we're gonna get to see the best, eventually. And I think, I think Big Baby Anderson's going to be the best out of all the heavyweights that we're looking at out there.
You know what, guys? I just remembered something. What do you guys think about the Gabe Rosario and Mugia fight on the 13th of November? Hello?
Yeah, no, I mean a good fight. There's so many fights. I never even really chopped that one down and gave it much thought. But bro, you got some serious contenders in there, bro. That's definitely an elimination fight. Yeah. Or is it a title fight? I don't know.
So
many belts around.
I don't know. I have to look at that, Bruce. Good question. I have to look that up.
Yeah, because Rosado, man, he just beat up the bully, didn't he? Just knocked out the.
Yeah.
So anything can happen there, bro. It's all action. That's why we're being fed so much. I have to get down and start reading some of these stats and start chopping some of these fights up. But there's so much going on, week after week. And last week, man, I was exhausted from that card. There's so much happening before it, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of controversy. Today, tomorrow, and and all the shows. I just want to get it behind us and look to the future, man. Because to me, I have no complaints about anything that happened last night, man. I thought it was I thought the better man won. Well, maybe my the boxer that I picked didn't win, but bro, in every fight and even the main event, the better boxer won.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't hate. We have to give Tyson Fury his props, whether you like him or not. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, why? And I mean, Fury, he did one. I'm sorry.
And they should be embracing each other, man. They made each other $55 million each.
I think Fury went to go shake his hand after the fight, but Deontay was so disappointed in himself, he just didn't want to. I don't think he did it to be disrespectful. I just think that, it's like I said, Bruce, you weren't here on the show when I said it. Instead of Wilder focusing more on the fight, he was focusing more on revenge.
Yeah, and in the heat of battle like that, I mean, we were talking about the same thing this morning. I mean, Magic Johnson wanted to shake Larry Bird's hand after the NCAA finals, and Larry Bird told him to go fuck himself. I mean, and they're best friends right now. They travel and they do lectures together. So I mean, in the heat of battle, that's the way it is. I like to see what he's going to say today or tomorrow. Once he sees the fight and sees what happened and everything else, bro. In the heat of battle, you can't really take that serious. I can't anyway.
Yeah, you can't. But hey, they had 3 great fights. They made a lot of money. They helped, feed each other's families. They made good money. You know what I mean? So
good money, generational money, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the biggest part right there. Helping feed each other's families. And investing into that money so years from now, you guys will be good when you walk away and you're done with the sport, man. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I guess nobody ain't come here. So Bruce goes last remarks, and want you to stay. Clarence McClain, last remarks, you stay, and then I'm gonna make mine. We're gonna close it out.
Bro, I just appreciate a platform that talks some boxing up here. I'm going to move on. I'm probably going to see both of you guys later on somewhere tonight, man. The way things are going, everybody's buzzing about what's happening and what's going to happen. So this is just a great time to be a boxer, man. Peace out to you, Clarence. Peace out to you, Underrated, man.
Bruce. Yeah, Bruce. I might do a special boxing live goes to Clarence too. Now I want to discuss about the heavyweight championship picture. I want to do a live about that.
Hey, we'll be looking forward to that then, brother. So, peace out to both of you cats, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Peace out,
Thank
Bruce.
All right.
All right. Well, I want to say, first of all, I want to say thanks to my brother Underated, who's always taking the time to get me up here, man. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be up here with my brother, man. We got many more talks we're going to be doing for this year. We got a lot of things that's going to be going on this year, y'all. I'm going to try to pay close attention. And y'all know to follow me on Facebook, Clarence McLean. Y'all know to follow me on IG, McLean Clarence. Please support McLean's promotion / No Doug Zone podcast, man. Let's go.
Yeah, it is. Stay right there. I'm close out. If anybody travel to your destination or home, if you're single, married, family, etc., make sure you take the extra safety precaution because the climate out there is crazy and we don't want nothing happening to y'all. I might do MMA later on. I'm gonna get in touch with some brothers in a few minutes, and then they want to do MMA. We on it. All right. I want you to also check out the chop up that I did with Sister Mahogany Roots yesterday, and also this past Thursday I did a chop up with Eyes Love to Talk. Please, I want you to check it out. Throw some comments and throw some likes on those. All right, and even throw some likes on this one too. Throw some comments. All right, brother. Thanks for everything.
No doubt, Underrated. Thanks for having me up, brother. You know we're gonna get up with each other before the day ends, man.
Definitely. I'm definitely gonna reach out to you later on. So,
Definitely.
MMA might be MMA later on 7:05. I have it 7:05. So in case, watch out for it.
Yes,
This is the last of this is the last of the underrated boxing talk number 49. Number 49. In the near future, I'm fine, Tripsy. Until next time, number 50 be near future.
Yes, sir.
50 will be near future. We should do a special on 50 though.
Yeah, we should do a special on 50. Yeah. We don't know what. We probably gonna have to talk about it off camera.
Yeah, we gonna talk about it off camera, bro. Just send me an invite. We talk about it on the camera. Yeah, we're gonna probably do something special 50.
Facts.
All right.
We'll get into it though. Get up with your though, bro.
All right. Peace. So we gonna close this out. Again, I did a chop up with Mahogany Roots. Want to go check it out. Hit a like, put a comment, and then also 2 days before that, Eyes Love to Talk. I did a chop up with her. Put some likes on that, and also some comments, and even put some comments and put some likes on here. All right, Possible, the Underrated MMA Talk. I forgot what number. I think it's 21, 22, something like that. But if that's gonna happen, that's gonna be 7:05 tonight, Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, let's be good to each other. Stay blessed. This one is Ghost. Stay blessed.